So if this is your first time, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Michelle, and we're the Wandering Shores.
So, as you saw from the thumbnail, we've got something to talk about today. And we really want your feedback. We decided that we are going to film as we're driving. This is not turning into a film while driving channel, but we have a few hours to burn as we're heading up to my college hometown of Toledo, Ohio for the weekend to see a bunch of my college friends, many of which I saw back in December when I flew into Cleveland, but Michelle has not seen since we hit the road.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, so Michelle, what do we want to talk to the folks about?
We need to decide the direction of our channel.
So we've been on the road almost 4 years now, and we reluctantly got into the YouTube game back in the end of September of 2020. I think we put out our very first video, basically introducing ourselves.
Yeah.
We were sitting on the lake in at a campground, which you've probably hardly ever seen on this channel since we are almost exclusively boondocking. And we kind of shared how we got into YouTube, or why we were getting into YouTube, and what we were going to do and what we were going to share with all of you. And that was almost 4 years ago. And I think as time has progressed, we have begun to assess our channel a little bit more. And Michelle, why don't you kind of explain some of the complications?
Well, on our channel, we do videos on several different things. We do, Kyle does a lot of campground reviews.
Yeah, so our campground reviews, sorry Michelle, but our campground reviews are by far our most popular, but they're also evergreen. So we don't tend to get a ton of reviews other than our diehards watch them when we first release them. But as the year goes by, or years go by, they begin getting much more traction when people are needing to know of where to go to check out a campsite, or free camping primarily. And so those are our most popular videos, and probably are responsible for 99% of the growth that we've had over the 4 years, and more specifically the financial growth of YouTube. And we'll share a little bit more about, I think some of the misconceptions when it comes to YouTubers and the money we're bringing in.
Yeah.
So what else is our channel about?
We do RV life, day in, day out, things that we do, as well as things that go wrong, things that go well.
That's probably about 80% of the videos that we put out is RV life videos.
Yeah, because from those we get a lot of the how-to videos when you fix.
Well, yeah, those are. See, I think this is part of what we want to talk to you guys about. I think that YouTube hates us because they can't figure out who to share our channel with, and that's our fault. I mean, I recognize that, and I had a long conversation with a good friend of mine who, has had to make some changes over the years with their channel as well, and that was because once the algorithm starts seeing that you're kind of all over the place and what type of videos you do, they don't really know who to narrow the focus on. And that we're not going to be here talking today about YouTube algorithm and how it works. There's lots of videos out there. There's lots of unknown as well. So I think some of the people out there sharing their experience is more about just what they think maybe the computer does. But there's nobody watching our videos over at YouTube, folks. It's all AI generated. They review the videos, they listen to the videos, they hear for keywords, and I think that's where we've stumbled a little bit with our channel.
I agree.
Like Michelle said, excuse me, like Michelle said, we've got campsite reviews, primarily all boondocking, free campsites. We've got RV life videos, and that's a large majority of our videos. And then we've also got some how-to videos. We've got, the generator video, so there's quite a bit of discrepancy as to the focus of the channel. Then, because YouTube doesn't really pay us much at all, we're open to getting some collaborations with other companies, mostly in exchange for free items that we or our friends and family use. And so we've got those videos on there as well. You know, while a camping chair is an RV life type of video, it's more of a review of a specific camping chair. You know, the arrangements we've made with Halo View to do 2 videos for them on their backup camera. That is an RV life video, but I don't know that YouTube sees it as an RV life video, which we want our whole channel to kind of focus on. At least we think. Maybe not. You know, we've got live events on our channel. I don't know how the YouTube algorithm works when it comes to live events, but that is another aspect of, I think, some of the confusion and why we think the YouTube algorithm, not necessarily YouTube likes us because we bring them money, but the YouTube algorithm kind of hates our channel.
It really does.
And we are closing in, and I want to thank every single one of you who's watching this right now, and every single one of you who has subscribed to our channel, signed up for our newsletter on thewanderingshores.com, etc. We're closing in on 8,000 subscribers, and Michelle and I were talking about it the other day, and we remember when we were at 99 subscribers and we were just hoping that we'd hit 100, and we put out a post on our Facebook page and etc. And you know, and so to know now that we're at almost 8,000 subscribers is absolutely incredible.
It's amazing.
The rub comes that when we look at the analytics, 85% of the people watching our videos on a daily or weekly basis aren't subscribers. And so while we have 8,000 subscribers, majority of them aren't watching the videos. And I don't know why that is. I don't, you know, people's lives get busy. People sign up because they think they're going to watch the videos in the future. I've done that. I've subscribed to channels thinking, oh, I like these folks. And then they kind of go a different way, or maybe I lose interest and they're just not keeping my attention. And that's between 400 and 800 views on a video. But for a channel that has 8,000 subscribers, that doesn't make a lot of sense, especially when 80% of the 500 people watching aren't even subscribed to begin with. So I think we're at a crossroads here, and we need your help. There's a couple directions we can go, and we want you to comment below and tell us what you think. You know, we know that a lot of people come to our channel because of the campsite reviews. Those by far, every month, every day, 90% of the views that we get, if it's not a newly released video, is something from our campsite reviews. And that's fantastic. I love doing those campsite reviews. But keep in mind, we boondock and we stay typically 2 weeks at a time. So the ability to get a campsite review done at multiple locations in a month just doesn't make any sense, because we're only going to be at one, and maybe 2, maybe 3 total new locations within a month to do a campsite review of. And those typically don't do well when they first come out. So, you know, that's one thing to keep in mind. So, you know, one direction we could go is that we just kind of focus exclusively on boondocking. You know, campsite reviews, boondocking 101. This is how we do it. This is how we, you know, live on 35 gallons of water for 2 weeks, not for 2 months.
Yeah.
You know, this is how we do dishes to help conserve water, composting toilet, things specific to boondocking. And I think that's going to hit one niche. But I don't know whether that's going to narrow the focus enough for our channel. And I think if we do go that direction, what we might have to do is to tell the YouTube algorithm that, hey, this channel's all about boondocking now. And in doing that, we probably would have to go back into all of our other videos that aren't boondocking and make them private so that they are not being scanned by the YouTube algorithm when determining who to push our content out to. The other alternative is to do what, Michelle?
Well, the other alternative is to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
And just do a mix of everything.
Yeah, and with the understanding that that's going to continue to kind of squelch our growth. And listen, we didn't get into this to get rich, but at the same time, it takes a lot of time to go out and scout these areas and to do videos. And while I'm not spending hours and hours and hours on editing like a lot of our friends are that have channels, some of which are much smaller than ours, some of which are way, way bigger than ours, you know, it does take time. And, you know, just to kind of be up front here, folks, we average, you know, we got monetized in March of 23. So we've only been monetized now for a year and like 5 months or something like that. And to get monetized, for those that don't know the game, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time within the last 12 months. And that's a moving target, because this time last year some of those hours are falling off. So we've already hit monetization, but it took us like 3 years to do that. But you know, on average, even with our current monetization that's been going on, we average maybe $60 to $70 a month from YouTube. So it's not, you know, we're not going to be able to quit one of our part-time gigs to live on YouTube right now. And do we want to do that? I don't know. I really enjoy doing the videos, but you know, we need your feedback. So please think about it. What do you enjoy about our channel? What could you live without? Be honest. Like, we are open to suggestions. We know, based on the viewership of the videos that we do on product reviews, not necessarily like the generator video is doing great. The fact that I almost died in a kayaking trip and got eaten by alligators in Florida, that's, I think, still today, our most popular video, and it's been out for 3 or 4 years. But even that video has about 12,000 views, and it's been out for almost 4 years. A lot of other videos from bigger channels and smaller channels get 15, 20,000 views in the first week when they're released. So there's something about YouTube that's leading them to not share our content with other people.
They don't like us.
They hate us, folks. They hate the Wandering Shores.
So we really want your input, Wander Squad.
Yeah, you are part of the Wander Squad if you're watching this. Even
right.
if this is the first time and you're only over here because of the clickbaity type of thumbnail I use this time, and we try not to do that, folks. I mean, we don't want to be that video and get your feedback. One last thing as we talk about the YouTube algorithm, and a lot of you may not know this, but YouTube is allowed to run ads on channels that have under 1,000 subscribers, or just channels in general that don't have monetization. They might not be monetized because they don't have the 1,000, or they may not be monetized because they do have the 1,000 but don't yet have 4,000 hours. And so what you see when you go to your home page and suggested videos are what YouTube thinks you might be interested in based upon your viewing history. But they also have an enhanced reward to push out small channels that aren't monetized, because they don't have to share in any of that income from the advertisers when they run ads on those channels. And so that really, I think, hurts the medium-sized channels like us. You know, I don't even know that we're medium. I mean, we're not Mr. Beast big. But we're also not 300 subscribers big either. So I think there's a reward sometimes to YouTube to run ads, because you guys have to watch ads or skip over them. Either way, the creator still gets paid on it if they're monetized. If not, YouTube just keeps all that money right in their pocket. So we love YouTube. You know, we've enjoyed sharing our lives with you, but we don't know what to do next, and we want your feedback. So please take a few minutes, write some comments, let us know what you're thinking. We're not going to be a driving channel like we're doing right now, but we had some time to burn, and you know, we really need your feedback. You know, we're thinking about maybe taking down all of our RV life videos and going exclusively to a boondocking channel where we share campsite reviews and 100% boondocking, because that will allow the algorithm to narrow the focus. But we also know that a lot of our diehards, part of the Wander Squad, watch our videos because they're friends and family or people we've met on the road or just like us. Thank you. We appreciate that.
We do.
Listen, we're paying it forward. Lou and Melody over at our Living Our Dream Now, they were kind of our, they were the kings and queen of the castle when it came to campsite reviews. And we got so much information from their channel, and we're just paying it forward. They did that for us. They shared that information for free. We share our map over on the wanderingshores.com for free. You can go in there and navigate around and look for free camping based on where you're at in the country, if we've done a video review of it or something. So let us know what you think. We'll be back next week. I don't know that we'll have a decision made yet, because there's a few videos that I've already edited that might come out after this, but we will let you guys know ultimately what we decide to do with the channel. So Michelle, what should they do?
Oh yes, can you, we'd love it if you would give us a thumbs up on this video and hit that notification bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, like he said. So you don't miss an episode that we put out.
And for the sake of everything holy, if you're watching this video and you think you like our content, please subscribe. I know there's 85 or 89% of you out there that aren't doing that. We're not sure why. It doesn't cost anything.
No, it's absolutely free.
And we think it helps the YouTube algorithm sometimes, but help us fight Big Brother that is the YouTube algorithm.
Yes.
And tell us what to do. See you next week, guys. If you
Bye-bye.
enjoy free camping and boondocking across the United States, well, we've got a lot more for you. If you haven't already checked out thewanderingshores.com, and we have an interactive Google map there where you can see all of the spots we've done campsite reviews of, as well as things to do in the area. So check us out.